Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be continuing on with the whole package thing we were building. So yesterday I released the package. Today we're going to be using that package in my project. So for a place where it was actually built for. So this is complete. The project is it's a kind of like a simple project. It's nothing too complicated. So people can upload their stories and stuff. So you have your stories. You can, for the author, you can open that story and add some chapters. You can like, you can comment over to the story. You know, the basic stuff that we always have. You can reply to the comments. And it's the same kind of thing. And on the chapter side, I have actually added a quill editor. Now currently it doesn't look good because it doesn't have a height, but we'll add that later on. So I want to add the thing to that. So initially, what I had was everything that I write here is converted to HTML. So I just now converted it back uh, to give me delta as a content. So what I was doing is that I was converting the delta to HTML and then saving that into my database because now we're embedding like different kind of stuff, right? And this different kind of stuff needs interactivity. And in order to provide that interactivity, we need to not have plain HTML because if we just embed the plain HTML, the JSON I mean the JavaScript event listeners won't be instantiated in a way. So what we do is that we save the delta as we save it in a stringify form in our MongoDB, and then we parse it on the front end so that Quill can understand it. So this is what I'm going to be doing for now, and let's see if it works because I have done the forum part. We have actually done the how the forum is working, but I kind of want to go over to see if that actually works. So I'm pretty sure we have another editor here. Uh, it's been a while since I've actually worked on this project, so I'm pretty lost myself. So I think this is Quill Display that is doing all the work. Yeah, I think this is the one. So what I'm going to do in the quill display, it's a read only, and we're going to pass in the content, right? And the content will not be passed. We're going to JSON and parse that content because it's giving us a stringified object. So I'm sure if that's the case, we should be able to write some. So let's say chapter 1, and I'm going to add a bunch of stuff, right? Maybe upload a file too, just to see if it actually works. I think it won't work because things never work for the first time for me. So we're gonna do that. We'll submit. Okay, chapter created. So chapter is created and it seems to be working, I suppose. Yeah, it is working, right? So it is working. Yeah, perfect, it is working. So just like that, now I'm gonna add in our, you could say, audio stuff too. I'm gonna try to embed an audio file. So let's grab an audio file actually. And where can I get an audio file? Maybe I should open my FL Studio folder, you know. Yeah, there it is. Let's get what do we get? Maybe a hi-hat? Yeah, we've been doing everything with snare drums. Let's get a hi-hat. Let's get a hi-hat now. I'm gonna reveal in File Explorer. Let's save this in public folder. Wow, look at that. It's just there. Let's create a folder, assets. And we're gonna store this in here just for easy purposes. Let's get it hi-hat, that WAV file. Okay, now of course I need to install my package, so let me do that and pm install quill audio embed. Please work because it was not working the last time I did it. But yeah, let's try it. So let's go into our I think Quill editor, and inside of the Quill editor I want to add, actually I want to go to the modules, and inside of here, oh wait, no, actually import Quill audio embed from Quill audio embed. There we go. Then we say Quill audio embed dot set Quill constructor. We pass in the Quill editor instance, and then we say register it in modules slash audio embed to be Quill audio embed. There we go. And I'm gonna come over here. I'll do the file uploading part later because I will be integrating in here, and for that I'll have to actually change up some stuff on this side, which I will be changing up very soon. So we're gonna say mod. Oh, actually, we need audio embed, and we pass in. What do we pass in? We pass in our alignment. Let's set the default alignment to be right. I want the things to be aligned to right in my particular editor. So all the audio files will be on the right. Okay, let's see if it works. I'm gonna edit this same thing, and we can also test out if the edit page is working. So we come back here. Okay, we get that. Wow, this is an older build. What? Package JSON, Quill audio embed. This is the latest build. So I'm gonna say hi-hat, and this is gonna be slash assets slash hi-hat dot wave file. The stuff is kind of messed up. Okay, there we go. Now I submit this. I just hope it works. It didn't show up. Oh, yeah, the thing is I'm not revalidating the pages. That's one thing. Unable to create. Oh, maybe because uh, this is a problem I'll have to face because I've not set this up correctly. So yeah, so I've not set this up very nicely, you could say. So this is why I will be facing these problems. But I guess it's fine for now. And I'll just pass it right here. Why not? And this will be what do we call this? Mod from there. Oh, it's already here. Come on. Let's go. It's working. Awesome. So the thing is working. Perfect. So we actually, the main goal, it's done. But it's not aligning to right, which is an odd thing. Why isn't it aligning to right? Oh, because I've explicitly said it's going to be left. Yeah, because we have this in our form, I have to actually set the default value in our drop down too, so it picks up the default value instead of the first one. So that's one thing I have to add. Hi-hat, and that's gonna be asset slash hi-hat dot wave file. Let's add that there, and there we go. We have one on the right. Okay, so mainly what we wanted to do is working now, and I have to revalidate. So I'll do this, guys. Don't worry. I'll do this later on. It's something that you do as you're building, but I kind of forgot to revalidate all the pages, and I've been developing without revalidating the pages ever since. So it's causing me a lot of problems, but we'll do that later on. So I'm guessing this will work now, although it's taking a lot of time to load the file. The bottom one is working, the top one is not. Do we get an error? We're going to be getting a lot of errors. So it says not found. Assets slash hi-hat dot wave file. Oh, it's going on this. I see. I forgot to add the forward slash, so it goes through the root first. But it's okay. We know for a fact it works. Next up, we want to maybe fix the editor altogether because it's not looking great currently. So if I go to the edit page, and if there is content, it goes great, but it doesn't look good on the initial page load, which is something I don't really like. So this is our Quill editor, right? And what if I do something like this? I come over here, I say style equals minimum height to be 50 view height. Okay, this does give it height, but it doesn't flex the content area. Height 100%. This does nothing. So how can we fix this? So this is our parent container, and this is our QL container, and I gave it a height of 100. Min height to be 50 view height. So if I give 50 view height to that, it sure works. And if I come over here, does it flex? It does. Another thing I want to fix is this button. Actually, I should do it right now. So form control group. I think it was form group, button group. So it's a PB and PY. Not just padding bottom, but I also need padding top and bottom. I think that fixes. Yeah, that fixes it. If I change the theme, what do we get? Okay, this looks much better. But how do I go for this thing? Because it's kind of janky. QL container. So inside of our Quill editor, not display, Quill editor, we had something here. Let me make this look better. What if I just do this? But I guess I gotta do that. This takes an array, I'm guessing. Value type is string or delta static. Delta static takes ops, and there is all of this thing. And can I import delta from here? Delta. Maybe it's inside a quill, quill.delta. No, it's not inside of the quill either. I want a way to actually create new delta stuff, but I guess I cannot find it from here, so it is fine. Okay, so what I want to add next is uh, what do we add next? What was I doing again? I think I was going to this thing works. How do I give this thing a height? If I'm not wrong, we can do this. So styles dot css dot ql editor dot ql container min height to be 50 view height. 50 is too much, let's go 30. And I can import dot slash styles dot css. Right, I can, and I'll import it after that. So if I delete all of this, refresh, maybe I'll have to apply those classes. This doesn't give it height. Wait, if I just give it min height here, does it work? So there is a style property we can pass in. I don't know how this works. So style is React CSS properties. Where do they apply? I have no idea. Do they apply with on the body? Do they apply somewhere else? There's no way to actually tell that. So my only best bet would be to add it into CSS. So instead of creating a style.css here, let me try to do this somewhere else. Maybe in the app.css and global.css. We're gonna go down to the very bottom and maybe container, QL editor. Maybe I should just access the QL editor or a container. It is called that, right? So this is working. I wanted to keep everything together. Or maybe it will work when the style CSS. I was doing the wrong selection. So I can change that to maybe 50 now. 50 seems too much. 45, 40. Okay, 40 is this decent. If I go in on a phone screen, how bad is that? How much do I have to scroll? Okay, what does it look like with errors? It looks great. I think this is fine. I can keep this. Yeah, I can keep that. Okay, perfect. Now, I don't really need these helpers. Here I'm doing the whole thing. I'm checking if the delta array only has nothing. If it has nothing, I just pass in an empty string. I think that's the best thing I can do. Or maybe I can just pass in null. Does it accept null? I think so. This completely removes it. I think I'm logging it out. I'm not logging it up, but it works. So we have that done. Oh yeah, the validations are working on that actually. So I can't really change that. So if I submit this, but this will submit, so this won't give us error. I haven't figured out a way to do that. I'll maybe do this later. Maybe make a Zod validation for this. But for now, I'm just gonna not do that. Okay, so we have one thing done. Next, let's work on revalidating maybe. I'll do this later actually. I don't want to revalidate. The next thing I want to add is, oh yeah, this is a thing for future, but I do want to add a feature so that you can go over to any of my stories. So let's say you're a registered user and you go over to my stories and you press the read button. And once you press the read button, what you see is a download option here. So you can just download all the chapters we have on the, uh, you could say, on that story that are public. And with that, we also create PDF with information such as how many likes it got, how many views per there, maybe the top comment. You know, why would we do that? I guess it's fine, right? It's our website. We could do whatever we want. And yeah. Oh yeah, one other thing I have to do is make the quill editor support the dark theme because it does not look great in dark mode. How would I do that? I have no freaking idea. But let's mess with some stuff. Because if I do that, it's gonna be, I think I'll keep it this way. Because there is a color property in here. In the quill editor, we can change colors. So you can have your text. Oh, look at that. I can't see that shit. So you can change colors of your text. So if I just put a text in the class that change the text color to be this, it might not work that nicely. Although it will work because in the end they're doing the inline CSS, which will always be prioritized. But still, it's something I think it's gonna be a bit too much work for me. So I'm not gonna go over that for now. And yeah, that's about it. I think this is all I want to do for this one. I wanted to add Quill Editor and you know use my audio embed feature. Let's run it again, I guess. Uh, New chapter, woo! And then we add in our file. It should be aligned to right slash assets slash hi-hat dot wave file. Wave. There we go. We add a bunch of these so we know for a fact it works. They're all in red color too. Wow. Okay. Now we submit. Oh, that's not a public page, but it's okay. I didn't put it public. So we go over here, and there we go, guys. It is working. It is working. Awesome. I actually like to read in dark mode here. It looks very good. In dark mode, you have all this text and just looks great. Yeah. By the way, this project is live. You can go to Verse2, Vercel.app, and you can just use this application if you want. Really would appreciate that. I actually have a book right here, and there are actually 5 chapters. I only uploaded 4. Not actually 5, but more than that. But this is a book that I'm writing, and oh my god, that's a short chapter. I think the font is too small for this, but it's a story that I've been writing every winters. So whenever the winter comes, I get the urge to write something, and this is the book that I've been writing. It's been a few years since I've been doing that. I only just recently uploaded it on this platform, and the whole idea for this platform was to upload this book. So it kind of served its purpose. I'm just going more and more over this. So yeah, thank you for watching.